I got Robert Johnson shoes under my bed. Yeah, the blues is freaking me out. I also got Petey Wheatstraw shoes under my bed. My doorknob keeps on turning. Oh, and the hair is rising on my head.
And that awesome song is Blues Resurrection by the Planetary-Blues-Band. Now, you guys all with me? Did we get Martin?
Unfortunately, no. He's probably just ignoring my call because he's angry.
Yeah, he probably is. I was sitting here wondering, like, is he going to be on the line or not?
Yeah.
When we got back. But no, it's not looking good for the Bears right now. We got about 8 minutes to go.
That's why.
We'll see.
He's not going to answer if the game is still going.
No, well, yeah, of course it's going. What do you think I've been doing? I mean, honestly, there's been nothing happening that for me to scream about. I was worried that the Bears were going to be putting some more points up here. I thought I would be yelling in the phone, you know. I was kind of worried.
So you only yell when they're doing good, right?
Well, I mean, it's harder for me to hold it in when they're doing good, you know, the yelling.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just been walking in and out, of the house. I've been walking in, looking at the TV, walking out on the porch. But if they were up and moving the ball and having a good game, it would be, this whole thing would have gone different. I probably would have shut up. Michael would have been talking the whole entire time.
And see, when I watch the Hawks, I yell either way. When they're doing bad because I'm screaming at them, you idiots, or whatever, or I'm yelling because, yeah, they scored, you know, great game.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is that they've been playing from behind the whole time, so I haven't been even looking at the screen the whole time.
Yeah.
It's been easier to walk away from.
If you followed me on Twitter, you would see my Twitter feed would be all about the Hawks, good or bad or ugly, you know, while the game is going on.
I'll go and check that out. The Twitter thing is something that none of us have really gotten up with that. We do have a Twitter account, but we have not done much tweeting. I did notice that, you know, we have been tweeted about, but we do, you know, we're it's not something that. It's crazy the amount of stuff that's out there now that you got to really be on top of, you know, when you're promoting yourselves, and that's where we're at. Where we've always done everything ourselves at this, you know, in this space and time where we're at, you know, with the new album and everything, and getting great reviews and press and such on it. We're at a point where we need, you know, really good, you know, booking agents, you know, helping us. We're ready to tour and really seriously hit the road. We just had a great review. In a Blues Matters magazine, and that's like the UK's biggest blues magazine, and we had a great review over there. So that's something that we've been thinking about, is, you know, hopping over the pond. So
yeah, definitely. Have you guys ever played out of the country?
No, not out of the country. I mean, you know, we've gone played a lot in the Midwest, and as far west as we've gone is out in Colorado. We've done a couple little tours out there that we've set up. But, you know, with the release of this new album, I mean, it's the first time that we've more or less had our, I guess, ducks in a row. Just even having a publicist, our buddy Doug working with us has been great because, you know, I mean, obviously he set up this interview, and, you know, he's been instrumental in helping us.
Believe
lately.
me, when he takes on a band, he's on it. I've interviewed quite a few of his bands or singers, and he's very quick to acknowledge and answer any questions I have or ask for anything, you know, such as music and that. And he keeps in touch. He's very much on it, and he spreads it out all over the place. He publicizes about interviews and things. So you got a great guy there.
Oh yeah, he's on point for sure. So, but that's where we're at right now. I mean, we're looking to really hit the road and tour. I mean, a few years back, when we spent so many years just bar gigging here in the region and whatnot. But a few years back, we invested in a really nice van for us to go hit the road and tour. And we've gone out in a few times here, but it's pretty much paid off at the moment. And we're looking at 2014 just really being a year for us to get moving. I mean, we're all ready to go. I mean, we've played a lot. We've been doing this for a long time. Played a lot of bar gigs. I mean, countless hours in these bars. We played locally just here in our own hometown every Thursday for 10 years straight.
Wow.
3.5 hour gigs. I mean, we've played a lot, covered a lot of stuff, and I look forward to really just hitting the road and getting out there. But the recent review that we got, though, the reason why we were talking about hopping the pond and going over to the UK, the review that we just got via Doug Deutsch was the Blues Matters magazine. It's a really prominent magazine overseas. It's the biggest blues magazine in England. And it was just really cool for me to see our album review, next to the likes of Tedeschi and Trucks and Government Mule and stuff like that. I mean, it was kind of humbling,
Right.
But
right. But it's definitely an honor and something that you should be proud of. So I know you guys
it makes
work
you realize
hard
kind of
all
where
the
you're
time.
at. And,
Mm-hmm.
it's what it makes you realize where you're at and what you got to do and what's ahead.
Yeah.
So.
Well, keep in touch and let me know because I'd be happy to, post and tweet about it since you guys don't help you out with that at least. And, any new music that you come up with in the future, I'm sure Doug will get to me and I'll play it on my music show because you're actually not on my music show. I have a separate show for that. But we've got into the what is the word I'm looking for? Oh, gosh, I lost my word. Doug has always had his guests on this show, which is my original first show, so we've kept it going like that. But I do have a music show that is on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and it's called Take Two Radio Music. I know there's not a lot of thought in that. It's almost the same name, but I'm kind of like trying to stick with the brand, And I'll play your music on my show, definitely.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I've also just recently started my own radio station online, and it plays all of today's music, classic music, things like that. But I can upload my own music to it, and it plays 24/7 around the world. So eventually your music will be added to the rotation, and it'll be played throughout the world.
That's really great to hear.
Thank you. So I'm going to let you go, but before I do that, did you want to say anything else about, see that my grave is kept clean before I play it?
No, I mean, other than the fact that, it was just a great song. The whole recording of the album for me really was one of the greatest memories of my entire life. It was something that was a long time coming. Really, I feel like it was the first thing that collectively my brothers and I that we have done. It was really the first recording that I think all of us, are really happy about.
Who's that cover by Robert Wilkins?
Yeah, Reverend Robert Wilkins.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a Robert Wilkins cover, and Martin and Nick is actually, our drummer is like a jazz connoisseur. His favorite is jazz, lots of jazz. But basically... Well,
we all have a lot of albums, and Nick Evans, like our drummer, he's got, probably almost 1,000 recordings, because back in the day, that's pretty much all we spent our money on when we were kids.
Right.
Martin had the idea that Nick could play this jazz beat at the beginning and see that my grave is kept clean, a Max Roach beat. I don't know what tune it's from. Bobby, do you know what tune that is, the Max Roach tune?
No. I just know that it had been something that they'd been wanting to work in and use for something.
It was a cool idea because they took this jazz beat and threw it in this blues country context, and Then basically the next cool step was coming up with this guitar head for it, which I came up with, which is that little guitar riff you hear throughout the song. But I think it's a really, really Martin did a phenomenal job choosing the covers, you know. And but yeah, a lot of the old blues players were pastors and whatnot, and you know, so this is one of those guys. But it's one of my favorite songs on the CD.
Yeah, I like it too. Even though it's a cover, you know, there's nothing wrong with doing a cover. You're just, you know, paying homage to that particular person that you enjoyed listening to in your life.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I really, really had a great time. I did not expect the interview to go this long, but let me tell you, it's not even like an interview. It's more like we're just sitting down chatting about music, and that's what I love about doing this.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm glad that, you know, that we were able to do this. I already said, you know, I mean, I'm watching a terrible Bears game. If I would have been sitting there on the couch the whole time watching this, I would have been cursing, but I have been standing outside on my porch, walking in every now and then looking at it. So
I think we neutralized his feelings of the day.
Right.
But I cannot get out of this interview without saying go Bulls and welcome back Derrick Rose. I don't know how many of you are listening or, you know, following basketball, but I am. And I'm going to be ready and hanging out in Grant Park in Chicago in June when the Chicago Bulls dethrone the Miami Heat.
That is wishful thinking there, but, you know, I hope you're right.
Okay, so now there's going to be a brotherly fallout here.
No, he loves
Michael
Derrick Rose.
saying those things.
He's cautiously optimistic. He's cautiously optimistic. So, not me, I'm ready.
Yeah.
The United States talking these days with the Bulls and the Blackhawks, so
yeah,
we can at least agree on that, right?
Right. Definitely. We always hope for the best, and when it happens, it's even better yet. It's just icing on the cake.
Cool. All right. Well,
so
yeah, it's been a pleasure talking to you, though.
Thank you. And you guys enjoy the rest of the day. Tomorrow's another work day. Do you guys have day jobs?
Yeah.
I'm a music instructor here in town at a local music shop. It's really nice because it actually helped accelerate my learning. You know, because you have to, you know, sitting with other people reveals so much about yourself, obviously, and that's just generally for relationships and in general. But you know, teaching is you know, invaluable to you know, who I've become.
Definitely. And, you know, just being around people watching, talk to them about their different interests, and especially in music, and everybody grows from that. So that's good.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right,
and I guess you get that influence a lot.
Right.
Anyway,
you guys
anyway,
have some fun and
I'm not having any fun. It's a Sunday in Chicagoland with the Bears losing 23-10 in Soldier Field to New Orleans right now.
The sun is
fun.
out. Enjoy the day before winter comes.
But I love sledding. No, we have our snowsuits ready here.
Do you? Oh, I can't stand winter. I was always born in the wrong state.
I love the changing of seasons. I just hate driving in it, but I would not want to live somewhere where the leaves didn't fall.
Oh.
Anyway.
Good for you.
That's my last word.
All right. Thanks again, guys. Have fun.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. And up now is See That My Grave Is Kept Clean by the Planetary Blues Band.